tried to buy it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we wanted to put it back in the farm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I actually have a deed on the son of it that said it never should have been off the farm. Because, but anyhow, that's just here and there.
You digress.
On air. On air.
I don't care. I don't care.
Let me know.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
We're gonna get an on air sign.
Yeah, can we have a red light like it was
Yeah, but it'll
here?
just say on air.
But anyhow, so our property runs right down alongside that, and it's kind of like this road comes out and goes across Patch Road, and then goes down alongside of the field. It's about a quarter acre across there. So anyhow, Linda had approached us originally about trading swamping to make to
Make it a continuous track.
well to square up their property. It's to trade us a piece of property that runs along the field. And we was going to do that, but then we changed our mind just because we wasn't going to incur the cost. If we were going to do it, we would have to get land development.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to pay the whole thing because it's going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. But at that point in time, Linda did it. So I don't know if that's changed hands again or not.
Well, I mean, I do that GIS stuff, so I just hop online and look up everybody's appraisal parcel
Oh,
records.
yeah. So I don't know. Do you know? Is Linda still owning the Hobbs farm, or did they?
Paul and Terry.
Or did they Paul and
I
Terry?
know it was in Paul's name.
Or did Paul and Terry buy it from him?
I think they bought it back.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Whatever was left.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah. That's what I saw when I was looking at the parcel. You know, I'm not about to say that you don't know what you're talking about. You're not going.
Right.
That's not how this relationship works.
He said Shriver's related to the Hobbs. Did you know that? Shriver.
Shriver's meets in Edinburgh. Norman. They're second cousins, you know, kind of thing.
All right.
Because Jacob Shriver's the guy, the kid that
Yeah, I know Jake.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Jake.
I only do it for the States, you know, they get the money off.
I like it. I do.
I go in there like, hey, I want a couple ribeyes.
Yeah.
Twice a year I do that.
Good evening.
Esquire.
Sir John,
Oh,
how was your voyage over the hump?
what's that?
How was your voyage over the hump? Over the mountain?
Not bad. Boy, what is? I feel like I got the king's chair.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice the
How are you?
Wow.
look at that.
Don't think you're gonna get favors like that from them all the time.
Yeah.
This chair is too good for me. Wow.
Good evening. How you folks?
It'll be easier to fall asleep now.
There you go.
Yep. Can you kick back?
Oh, yeah.
I don't need a comfortable chair to do that.
I have fallen asleep standing up. Well, many years ago.
You try that around here and you'll get pushed over.
You should have the white seat. Why do I have it? Give me one of those.
It's because you're the good guy.
We have bumper room. Do we have bumper room going on?
New recruits for the police department.
It's probably why we should do it first. Or we'll have that audience the entire time.
Or is both the candidates here? If they are, we'll do it from jury first. Swear them in, get them out.
What is it?
Need two police officers, swear them in.
Oh, and one of them has his children.
Family.
3 of them.
Yes, three of them.
Hey,
Show them how democracy works.
Yeah. You don't agree with us putting in prison.
I have 4 grandkids. I love them. More than merrier.
That's because they're in Florida and California.
No, they're in Maryland, Hampstead and Eldersburg.
Oh.
That's far enough away.
Yeah, I see them enough though.
Oh, that's right, because you walk them around the mall.
Yes, that's right, you got me that one day, walking around the mall.
Yeah, you were doing the whole mall walk with them, yeah, I remember that.
I was with the two twins that day.
Mhm.
What time does this 6 o'clock meeting start?
6 o'clock.
All right, he's here. We're ready.
7 seconds.
They're coming up, he's at just pulled up.
Okay.
No.
What do you think, the summer's finally over?
I don't know. I don't think so. I always do one more hot spell.
Yeah,
Indian summer.
Yeah. it's all winding down now.
Sorry about that.
Come on in, have
I
a seat.
apologize now for the noise.
You've got a
Rowdy bunch. Are you coming in?
Is that public comment?
He's not voting yet. Hello. Man, what are you up to? I haven't seen you in a month or so.
Let me just do that.
We're going to do the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Barlow,
Here.
Mr. Keifel,
Here.
Mr. Hill,
Here.
All right, at this time, we have Ryan Morrison, Officer Ryan Morrison with us tonight, and also Officer Jonathan Harvey. I'm going to have you both take the oath of office at the same time. So when we do the oath, we just put your name in there instead of us doing it individually. How's that? All right, please can stand, guys. I
Jonathan Harvey Morris.
do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will take this obligation free without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. That I do further swear and affirm that I will faithfully enforce the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the ordinances of the Township of Liberty, and provide the welfare of the people to which I am sworn to protect. That I will act as a servant, as an example to the community, and to uphold the laws without injustice, exception, or reservation. And I do further swear and affirm that I do not advocate, nor am I
a member or affiliation of any organization, group, or combination of persons that advocate the overthrow of the government of the United States or this Commonwealth by force or violence, and that during such time as I am a member of the police department, I will not advocate nor become a member nor affiliation of any organization, group, or combination of persons that advocate to overthrow the government of the United States or the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania by force or violence. So do I swear. Congratulations, folks. Thank you so much for being so. We will have you. Thank you, Robert. We're going to have you guys sign everything you're here. There you go. And then I have you guys sign those two. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Send another more, girls.
She's gonna give you a seal.
Is this yours?
Yeah. Ash, or Adam. You wanna pin them and make them official, please?
Oh, there you go.
Where do you put it? Right through the heart. That's where it goes. Just slide it. It's gonna be hard.
Can you give us again? What's that?
You can hand it over to him.
Pretty much the same.
It's
You're
yours.
gonna have
Yep.
to put the-
Congratulations.
I came out of the intelligence community.
What's that?
I came out of the intelligence community. So I was a civilian.
I'll do it.
You probably had to take a similar role.
No official roles. Not for that job. Well,
Okay, when you
You
please.
have to get a secret, top secret clearance?
They connected, you gotta push it through at home.
and then some.
Yeah, well, I didn't get, I didn't get.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is
And then when you get into target and stuff.
All right.
it's very specific.
So we're going to move on to public comment. You do not have to stay if you don't have to.
If that's your polite way of saying you don't want to hear the noise.
So you're most certainly welcome to stay.
It'll put them right to sleep. I mean, that's what
Yeah, that will put them to sleep. Congratulations, thanks, guys.
Have a great night.
Room's empty now.
Get ready with the front row if you want.
All right, this time we open the meeting up for public comment. Do we have any public comment?
She goes first.
Okay.
I'm hearing that the war malls are active again in our community, and I just wondered, can you update us on what's going on?
We really don't have any updates on the wormhole right at the moment, other than they put in plans for a modular. Other than that, that's no official action has been taken.
I'm sorry, can you
They put in
speak?
for a modular for a sewer treatment facility, but no action's been taken on the township part.
Yeah,
That's it.
have they not, is there time for the plan, the first plan, has that not expired and they need to do a new plan?
Well, that is, the settlement agreement, from our understanding, is between the residents that were the joiners and stuff. It's not something that the township at this point in time wants to comment on, because they've not taken any official action. Once they take official action, to move forward, then the township will address those particular questions, at that time.
Okay, you still have the plans and
We have
the
everything.
original plans and all of that?
Yes.
And so explain to me again what the adjoiners or the settlement people need to do?
They don't need to do anything at this point in time. They, Wormall has not done anything except submit a modular plan for sewer treatment, but they haven't even, that's not even something that the townships took up at this point in time. That's nothing, they've done nothing with us, except submitted a plan that they submitted to EPA?
Yeah, it's for the DEP.
DEP.
They just submitted a resubmission of their original sewage treatment plan. But it's only a partial plan, it's not even ready for us to review.
Oh, okay.
So it's very early in the works, we don't even have anything to review at this point. And can we get your name for the record?
Yeah, I'm Ann Rupert.
Oh, okay, Ann, thank you.
You're a conjoiner or you?
Yeah, she would be
I'm part of the settlement, yeah.
she'd be a part of the settlement. yes, she
Yeah,
would.
and that settlement, well, I guess I better not ask too many questions about that.
No, it's fine, Ian, but the thing is, as of right now, we're not, we don't have anything before us to even take action on or even consider. But if that does come to that place, those are questions that we most certainly will be putting forth, with our attorneys, yes.
Will we get notifications?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or do we have to be at the meetings to
Oh,
find
well,
out?
it'll be an open meeting if we ever get to that place to ever have one. Right now, we're not even at that place for any meetings.
Okay.
So this is for DEP that they're doing this?
Well, I have to put it through the township, but it'll be a DEP application for a module for the sewage treatment plant.
Seems like that would have been done a long time ago.
Well, when they originally did their plan, but this is an amended version, they had to scrap the old plan, now they're starting over. Okay, that's where they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when they submitted it now, it's incomplete, and you'll see later on on the meeting, it's on the agenda.
So,
Under planning commission, it went to the planning commission this past month, and it was tabled because it was incomplete. Okay?
okay, all
It's an
right.
incomplete plan at this
Thank you.
point, so we can't even review it.
Yeah. And that's kind of where we're at the moment, so.
Just wanna know what's going on, keep
Yeah.
on top of what's going on. I've no desire to keep them from, developing it if that's their right, but I do.
Oh, absolutely.
I wanna know what's going
We
on.
keep their feet to the fire.
Make sure it's done right.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was just curious, as you guys drive around a lot, you've noticed how the road's deteriorating coming over Boyle Road again, onto Stults Road. It's getting to be a pretty big hole. There,
Yeah.
as you come off the Boyle Road and turn right onto Stults Road.
Right,
You talking about on the corner?
right there.
Yeah.
You mean where the tractor trailers cut the corner?
Huh?
You mean where the tractor trailers are cutting the corner?
No, that's down by Lenshaw. I'm talking about where the Boyle Road,
No, I'm talking exactly where you're at.
yeah, onto
The tractor
Stults.
trailers turning right on the Stoltz Road.
You did?
They
I
do.
thought he's I thought you were talking about when he knocked the telephone pole down.
No, I'm talking about what the ditch that they got
Oh.
figured in there for turning
Well,
on.
maybe you guys can find some extra asphalt, fill it up, and maybe round off that corner, because it's kind of a hairpin turn. Everybody cuts the
Stay
corner
on the road.
and goes into the hole.
I hear you, Richard.
And I appreciate the fact that when you fix that dry run down below Johnston's house, and you made that pipe in there, well, you left, it's nice and rough, so people have to slow up.
I thought that was still too
It's a
long.
it's a speed
Speed bump.
ditch as opposed to a speed bump.
Oh, yes.
It's getting a little bit, but you gotta know how to cut it at a corner, and you don't hit it too hard.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, I appreciate it, thank you much.
Nothing big, I just
Well,
thought,
we do throw stone in that ditch, as you call it, periodically, but over a couple of weeks, it gets pushed back out.
yeah.
Especially during this time when you got those trucks going in those fields. See, they're going in those fields right there too, for harvest.
It's just, maybe it could be repaired with a bag of concrete or something, just throw it in there and it'll harden.
Okay.
Are you?
No, that's what Talcott does on his road.
I
when he
ain't
gets
saying nothing about what
potholes.
somebody else does.
But he's not township, he's just a citizen.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
All right,
thank
Brian.
you.
Appreciate it, thanks. Anyone else with public comment? All right, we'll move on to the supervisor's comments. Mr. Skyholt?
Well, I'd like to thank the roadmaster for heading up the work that's done on Bullfrog. Got that section done and more work to finish there, but we're working towards that. Another thing I've said repeatedly is we consistently see structures going up and things happening in the township where permits are needed and are not gotten. So I'd like to remind everybody, just call the township office. We can let you know if you need a permit for what you're thinking about building.
Okay, Mr. Hill?
No comment.
All right, I have no comments, so we'll move on to minutes of August sixth, 2024, the regular meeting. Everyone have an opportunity to review those minutes?
Yep.
I have.
I'll make a motion to accept them as read.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And number 3 can be passed. Treasurer's report for August of 24. Did anyone have an opportunity to review the treasurer's report?
Yep.
And I'll make a motion that we accept the treasurer's report as presented to us.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Read this thing here, and then we'll move on to the next thing. How about the expenses on number 7A, invoices from 8/7/24 to 9/3/24? Did everyone have an opportunity to review those?
Yep.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to approve the invoices as they were presented to us?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, now we're on to payroll. Payroll from 7/28 through 8/10/24. Mr. Hill, I believe you reviewed the payroll.
Correct.
Can I have a motion for you to accept the payroll as presented?
So motion.
I'll make a second of that. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The next one is 8/11/2024 to 8/24/2024. I reviewed that. I'll make a motion to accept it as presented.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, we're at township reports. Mr. Terry DeWitt, or Officer Terry DeWitt is with us.
All right, for the month of August, the department had patrolled 1,051 miles. We had a total of 46 complete incidents for all 3 townships. And 11 incidents were handled by PSP to give us a grand total of 57 incidents. These incidents have included a fatal traffic crash which was on Route 16 that PSP had handled. Our department had just went off duty just prior to that. And also a hit and run crash that I had handled on in in Freedom Township. A gentleman crashed his car and decided that he was not going to wait around for me to get there. I learned he crashed the car at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was called at 6:30 at night. So the car was there for a while. We issued a total of, I believe, 10 traffic citations for the month in Freedom Township. And I will provide a complete report to each supervisor. Today was a training day for our new admin assistant. Both new officers, as you just met this evening, have been certified by the commission. Their MPOETC numbers are activated. We are continuing traffic enforcement in all 3 townships in any problem areas. Again, we will do heightened enforcement on the back community roads, and we ask that our township residents inform us if there is a problem. Please reach out to us and we'll focus on enforcement. We are still looking into the PCCD grant for the enforcement on the Medical Marijuana Act. Our second set of electronic NRED stands are back. They are repaired and both sets are calibrated. Again, any interested person in part-time patrol is encouraged to apply. We did have a regionalization meeting with Highland Township and Freedom Township. The meeting was held, was very informative, went very well, and we would like to begin further after I had spoke to both townships at last month's meeting. For them, they are on board with meeting as the 3 townships and the department to move forward with possibly seeking a regional department.
All right. Anyone have any questions for Mr. DeWitt? No. Okay. Thank you, Mr. DeWitt. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right. For the zoning, there was no permits issued for the month of August for the township. Violations, PMCA did send us a letter stating that there was 3 violations that they were actively working on. At present, they did have 2 citations filed, and they have a hearing scheduled for those 2 citations in August, on August the 19th. And we have not seen any update on the outcome of that hearing. 2650 Bullfrog Road, they filed another citation against that particular individual, and there's another hearing for him also. And then another one, the owner contacted the PMCA to work out an application for a barn structure that they had started. They're moving forward with that. That's the only thing the PMCA has given us currently for the month of August. The road department, of course, as Bobby indicated, we did finish the full deck reclamation on that road of the 2,400 feet of Bullfrog Road. We did start shoulder work, and we need to continue to do that. Matter of fact, we were out today, did some mowing along the road there, and then we had 5 tons, no, it wasn't 5 tons. 5 truckloads, 22 tons each. We put along the shoulder of the creek there on Bullfrog. And once we did that road, it had about a 3.5 foot drop, so we had to bring that up level with the roadway and then sowed seed in it. And now we do have grass growing along there now. One reason we didn't finish the shoulder work is because the road was too new. We took the backhoe out there the day after, and when it was turning it, it started showing marks in the road. We didn't want to tear up the new road. So we're going to give it a few weeks to set and cure it before we go out and do any more shoulder work or ditching work on Bullfrog. The contractors that did it said that should take care of the problem as far as trying letting the road cure. But we are going to get back out there and start that next week. I was in contact with New Enterprise today, and some of the proposals I'll be bringing forward as we go through the budget process for the road department. We have 1.18 miles of road still to resurface on Bullfrog. We're not looking at doing a full depth reclamation because in 2007 part of this road and the other part of this road was already reclaimed. But we're looking at putting a wear course down, 2 inches of 9.5 millimeter wear course, and then putting a self-leveling course of 1.5 inches of 9.5 millimeter over top of Bullfrog, and getting the pricing for that, or projected pricing for that for 2025. And then over on Girl Scout, which is 0.45 miles, I'm going to project to mill that road up. Right now it has about a 2-inch tar and chip overlay on that. It is broke up very badly. We've worked on that quite a few times this year, and just throwing in some cold patch, and it continues to rust up. So the projected plan for Girl Scout is to mill that up and then lay down a 3-inch of 19 millimeter wear course and put 1.5 inches of 9.5 over top of that to seal that road. It gives a total of 4.5 inches on Bullfrog, on Girl Scout. So those are the things that I'm looking numbers up for now to see how they may plug into the budget for 2025. And these are only projected things, it's nothing that we've taken any action on, but just to get numbers for our budget right now. We still do in the township have some other work in the roads that we are hoping to get done. We have some roads on Topper and down here on Orchard that we have cut with the plan of digging it up and putting new base in and putting some blacktop in that, and also some ditching work that we need to continue to do. And then Bruce was out again, I said today, mowing. He'll be continuing out to mow, starting, he'll be back on Thursday and then next week. Some people have asked or sent letters to the township asking us why we were mowing our roads, and mowing the wildflowers, or what they consider to be wildflowers along the roadway. We have a mowing program that runs from May to September, the end of September, that we've been doing in our township for more than 50 years. Unfortunately, the 15-foot, 30-foot right-of-way to be cut in there with the mower is to keep the vegetation at a minimum along the roadway where we have good runoff and visibility from animals coming off the road and stuff like that. So that's the reason we do it. I don't know of any of our roads that actually have planted wildflowers or anything, vegetation for that type of thing. It's just naturally grown ragweed and stuff like that. Do you know of any places in the township that someone has actually cultivated something like that?
No, I can't say that I do.
Yeah, me either. So anyhow, so that, you know, the letter was sent in, they asked for us to address it, and so there's the response to that. Like I said, we will continue to mow until the end of September along the roadways. We do have a couple of things that we are working on. Is trying to get a grant for a new mower. We haven't got a response back from the grant that we put in last year for $225,000. They're supposed to make a decision on that grant by the end of September. So we're hoping, keeping our fingers crossed, that we get that grant. And at the same time, we're going to apply for another grant for next year to try to buy some and upgrade some of our equipment here in the township too. So anyhow, those are things we got going on here in the township. I will tell you we drove a total of 1,039 miles in the township for the month of August. In your board pack, you'll see that I sent you some pictures of a couple of pieces of equipment. I will tell you the trailer that I sent you a picture of. Unfortunately, it's a really nice trailer. It's a nice heavy equipment trailer to haul backhoe, any of our tractors or anything. Because this past year we had to send our tractors off to SDK and to Atlantic Tractor this year, and it cost us about $4,000 in hauling fees alone to have that done. This particular thing would carry those pieces of equipment. Unfortunately, it's air brakes, and our trucks are not set up for air brakes too. We can't buy that truck.
Oh, yeah, it is. You just have
No, you have to plumb it. You would have to plumb it, but actually it's not set up to do it now.
Oh, not to hook right up.
No,
I
no.
realize that.
Yeah.
Hookups there at all.
Well, if you guys want to consider something like that, they're asking $7,000 for that particular truck. And then you have in front of you a vibrating roller. That vibrating roller, we're asking $4,000 for that. It's got 1,536 hours on it. You are able to go and see these things if you like. They're sitting over on Bullfrog Road. At Fred, I just lost his name. Welty's, thank you. Fred Welty's property.
Just past pumping station?
Yes. This is where they're sitting at. He's selling me some of these things. I'm assuming he's looking at retiring. And I told him that I would bring it up tonight at the meeting. If the board was interested, we would be back in touch with him to talk to him. So anyhow, like I said, it's a total of both pieces is like $11,000. We probably can negotiate that, but that was only to present to you tonight to think about.
Well, the roller won't be any good without a trailer.
This is true. This is exactly true.
Unless you went driving down the road. Have you drove one of those rollers down the road?
As you drive it up the Glad Hill Road,
I have drove these down the road and they are not fun.
there's no suspension.
But yeah, no suspension whatsoever. But anyhow, there's a local, all of a sudden when we were working on Bullfrog and we were finishing up over there, I was driving down the road and I saw these things on the side of the road and I took pictures and talked to the man about them and told him I'd bring it to the board's attention. If we are interested in talking to him any further, that's totally up to the board. They got, like I said, the trailer's in great shape. I did do some research on these trailers, that's probably a fair market price for the trailer. Same way with the roller, he doesn't have an age on the roller, but the hours are 1,500 hours. Something like roller's about anywhere from 2,500 to 4,000.
What motor is that, Perkins?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's gas, this is the gas.
What is it?
That's gas. Yeah, that's gas. Anyhow, like I said, that's kind of where that stands with that. Other than that, I don't believe I have anything else for the road department. That I can think of at the moment. All right, so we'll move on to planning board.
Okay, the planning commission did meet their usual time, the third Tuesday in August, and Barbara Review ahead of time was not going to be able to be there. So it was arranged that someone from the office created the minutes for the meeting from the recording, and those should be available soon. Rich Lucat gave a report on the first meeting about the review of the county Southwest Comprehensive Plan that was started, the request was started from Freedom Township. And he said it basically was an organizational meeting and that Freedom requested it because of ordinances related to grant applications. So they had a meeting and now everything is going back to the county. The county will develop a plan and then we'll reach back out to the committee members and Rich is willing to continue that for now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, you do have on the agenda that currently the planning commission does not have an alternate due to the resignation of Brandon Bowe. So I don't know if that's something you want to address right now.
Yeah, since you brought, I will do that right now. I'm gonna make a motion tonight. I did reach out to some people in the township, try to get some interest in being an alternate to, the planning board. It's really difficult to get anyone to step up plate and do anything. You know that as well as we do. But I was able to, convince a man, he used to be on the planning board many, many years ago. And I was talking with him when we were doing the full depth reclamation and doing work out there. And I asked him if he wanted to be involved. We had a position as an alternate on the planning board. And so I offered it to him. He accepted the offer. So I told him, Bobby was there with us at this. And I told him, I said, well, then we'll make a motion. I'll make a motion right now tonight that we put Ken Fireball, he lives over on Bullfrog Road, on is the new alternate planning board member. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Anyone have any questions on it? All in favor? Aye. So we'll contact Ken. I did ask him to be here tonight, but Ken was not able to be here due to the fact that he had a dinner reservation to go to, so I said, whatever. So anyhow, we'll inform him that he is now the alternate to the planning board, replacing Mr. Brandon Lowe. Okay.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda that we talked about was, you know that the Jesus, Mary, and Joseph community with the monastery has been putting in plans, I think, for the last 3 years, and they've been asking for additional time. And I think either last meeting or the meeting before, you did agree to a 120-day extension. However, just before the last meeting in August, they came in with a new plan, and it's a brand new plan. So we would like you to accept that, but set it with a whole new 120 day.
So to grant them an additional 120 days on the new plans. Alright, I make a motion that we extend, 120-day extension to the new plans that was received by the planning board.
Not an extension, a new plan.
On the new plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
not an
new
extension, but just.
100 days.
Judy,
It's just a
I'm
new
sorry.
plan.
What?
Sorry, Judy, you might not be aware of this, but they have put in 100, they requested, since your
Okay.
meeting, they've actually requested,
120 days.
which is in the board packet tonight.
Okay.
So that's why there's a little
Okay,
disconnect
so I didn't
here.
know that.
That's
She's
okay.
not- she-
To-
yeah.
Totally fine.
It went directly to the board after your meeting, that they
Okay.
have requested 120 days.
Great.
Are you in agreement
So,
with that?
Are
You have
you,
a great plan?
Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay.
so you can go ahead
So,
and.
the motion is that we're gonna grant them 120 days, on the new plan submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item was a land development plan, RRNC SOPAF, which is the CIDR underground Pentagon. The property is both in Liberty and Hamilton, Hamilton, Its parcel number is 25B18-0039-000. This was dated 5/29/2024. And, we recommended conditional approval once the KPI comments and Hamilton Township comments have been completed.
Okay. So you don't need us to take action on that
That
then?
you would make a motion for conditional approval.
Okay, got it. All right, I'll make a motion for conditional approval, on review specifications from KPI.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Alright.
Thank you.
I think it's interesting, they put this in and did this, and then they turn around and tell us we can't do it, say.
Yeah.
I know, I saw
Seems
that.
like a lot of paperwork, but whatever. Alright. The next thing we looked at was a Liberty Estate sewage planning module, component 3, which was dated 5/22/2024, that we just, received just before the, committee met. This is a sewage collection and treatment facility. It apparently went to the Adams County Planning, and there are many comments with many negative comments.
Correct, I saw that.
It also has many comments from Craig J. Zack, P.E. Dominic said that neither he nor Brandon, who usually handle our work, can handle this. So it went to this, I don't know, you probably know, but anyway, Craig.
Yeah.
And he has a number of comments. The main thing that Dominic said was it's not even a complete plan. And it's, I think they were trying to bury us in papers. There's 5 components, anyway, a lot of papers.
Right.
We just tabled it. We didn't know, first of all, if that form of settlement was still in effect. And this man came, this engineer wasn't about to answer anything.
Right.
So we just tabled the whole thing, and he said, well, I'll be back with comments regarding the comments. And I said, well, first of all, I want to remind you, if you didn't know from before, that you must have them in at least 10 days before the board meeting date.
Right. Well, I'll make a motion that we table this again.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item was it's listed as preliminary final, but really is a preliminary. It looked like it was gonna be final, it was supposed to be final, but it wasn't. That's the subdivision lot addition for the property of Dustin and Ashley Alexander, 25D16-00058-000, and the Kellett property, 25AEO-0113-000. This is a plan dated 5/20/24. I've talked to you about this a number of times.
Yeah.
They still wanted to put in for the lot addition on the front lot. And I said, it's not allowed, we told you that back in May, it would create a landlocked
Correct.
parcel, so it can't be done. Well, and Mr. Keller was here this time, before his son was in the hospital. So we went back and forth with the engineer, and it's all come down to, which we know, the clean and green taxes.
Yes.
And they wanted to put them both in 1 year, which they can do. But Adams County would be happy if they did that, because they'd have to do rollback, because it's more than 2 acres.
Right.
and they can only take out 2 acres a year. So after a long discussion, we tabled it till they can make a decision to come back with what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it.
And that's kind of where I'm at. I want to table this until they give us a new set of updated plans on how they want to move forward. That's the motion. Do I have a second?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, the next meeting will be the 3rd Tuesday in September at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you. All right, we're going to move to the Secretary Treasurer's report.
I will just remind everyone that some of our budget timeline items have come and passed, so please get with me as soon as you can with your projected budgets. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have nothing under old business. New comments under public, under new business, public comments. Do I have any public comments under new business?
Judy has her hand up.
Yes, dear.
I can't find it here, it's about the collection.
The garbage?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
what is that? No, not the garbage, not the parks. The one that they're holding at one of the townships here, it's not here.
Soliciting and peddling ordinance?
Maybe it wasn't here. Maybe I made it up in my head. I thought it was one of the recycling things.
No, we don't have recycling on here, but we do have for the trash.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, sorry.
That's all right. Totally fine. So you have nothing under new business? Okay. All right, our first item under new business is 2025 MMO for the uniform and non-uniform pension plan. This is a procedure that we do every year. It's just a procedure we just go through. I'll make a motion that we move forward with the uniform and non-uniform pension plan.
Are you doing both at the same time?
Oh, no,
Oh, okay.
individual. We haven't listed individual.
Yes, I'm sorry, I apologize.
That's all right.
So moved.
I made a motion, I'm waiting for a second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Item B is 2025 MMO for a non-uniform pension plan, that is submitted to the township every year. We'll take action on it, make a motion to move forward with the pension plan.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item C, consider a motion to provide no objections to the Adams County tax appeal. That's the tax appeal that they sent us, people that made appeals to the Adams County for their taxes. Make a motion that we have no objection to people appealing to their taxes.
Second.
All in favor? Number D, consider a motion to provide no objection to the Adams County Tax Claim Bureau for an annual upset sales. That's the sales tax on the property that was given to the township to find out if we had any judgments, which we do not. So I make a motion that we have no objections to the sale.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
E, consider a motion to adopt the soliciting and peddling ordinance. This is an ordinance, tonight we're not gonna adopt, there's two ordinances, E and F. We're not gonna be adopting them tonight, but I'm gonna make a motion, for the township to move forward with advertising, to adopt this, for a soliciting and peddling ordinance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The second one is F, consider a motion to adopt the township road vehicle weight limit, ordinance, lifted on Bullfrog Road. That's an ordinance that's been on Bullfrog Road for a long time. It's not been adhered to for a long time. It's specifically, for May and, April and May, for weight restriction. Since we have done a full declaration on this section of the road, we're gonna remove that restriction on that road. So that's what that's about. So again, that one they're making a motion that we also advertise that, for us to write an ordinance to remove it from the roadway.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Consider a motion to agree to the option of a one-year renewal of the current Parks Apple Valley trash recycling contract. I'm making a motion that we continue to renew this contract, as it was presented to us.
I'll second that.
So, all in favor?
Alright,
Pennsylvania Gaming, local statewide shared account. This is due in October. This is the grant that I was speaking about earlier, that we can apply for again. I'm gonna make a motion that we give Wendy the authority to move forward with preparing the paperwork and what we need to apply for this grant.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Consider comments on the Washington Township, Franklin County proposed zoning map and comprehensive plan. We have no comments. I make a motion that we would defer, to Washington County, to the township to do their thing.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
A letter from David and James Crabhouse dated August the 8th of 2024 for the National Pollution Discharge Elimination System permit application for the state of Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. I don't believe, do you guys have any comment on them applying for this permit?
Nope.
I make a motion that we would, let them know that we have no comments or objections.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The ACATO 2024 conference, I believe that Chris is interested in going to that. I would make, Chris is at the fact, sure.
Correct, yep.
I'll make a motion that we, appoint Chris as the, appointed person to represent Liberty Township, at that conference.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, the thing we have left here, man, how did I get past all that stuff and money was looking at?
Doing a good job.
Wow. Okay, let me see here, I'm on 11. All right, we have resignations and restructuring. You have in front of you, let me see if that's the right one. Yes. You have the resignations of James T. French. He brought in a resignation letter from the police department on August the 22nd, 2024. This is please allow this correspondence to serve as a resignation from the Liberty Township Police Department. My resignation is in good standing as I have done nothing to deserve or assume otherwise. This should be effective immediately as my full-time employment schedule will not allow me or permit me to work any more mandatory minimum hours. So I make a motion we accept his resignation as presented.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Second one is we have is from Donna Powers. Donna Powers was working in our police department as administrative aide. She originally had planned on staying with us until September the 7th, but she sent in a resignation to us on August 27th. She says, please accept this as my resignation from Liberty Township Police Administrative position. I'm glad that I was able to be able to assist the police department on clerical duties. However, I have taken another position elsewhere and cannot completely request to stay on until September the 7th. Thank you again for the opportunity to assist the Liberty Township Police Department. I would make a motion that we accept the resignation as presented.
Seconded?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the last thing we have is the restructuring. Of course, the board, last month's executive session had a discussion about the administrative section of Liberty Township and how we could better utilize the personnel and restructure the township, and made a decision to eliminate a couple of positions in the township. And we have sent letters to the affected parties to that effect, and I make a motion that we move forward with the restructuring of the Liberty Township Administrative.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, gentlemen, so we don't have anything else for the, yes, ma'am.
As part of the restructuring, are you gonna announce the candidate and the pay rate for?
I don't have it with me, it's not in the packet.
No, it's not.
Just put you on the spot.
So, Jessica Ilko is now, became the
25 hours a week, for the administrative secretary and the administrative secretary. She's not only the administrative, treasury secretary for the township, she's also the administrative secretary to the police department, splitting 25 hours a week between the two departments at a rate of $23 an hour. That's the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Any other comments? Motion for adjournment.
Second.
I was asking for a motion. That's okay.
Aye, whatever, let's keep on going.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can everybody wish a very happy birthday?